introduction. It is great to see so many friends and familiar faces here, including several folks that I partner with at the Judd Hub in Judson Mill. So, my name is Christiane Evans, and I go by K, the first letter of my name, a little bit easier for people to pronounce. And I am a former employee of Greenville Technical College, where I worked for 16 years. I work with a woman named Lizette Trainer. Lizette Trainer is one of the founding mothers of the Hispanic Alliance, and she also worked at Greenville Technical College for 24 years. We were both employed as English as second language instructors at that institution. And this year, we no longer work at that institution, and we decided that we would pair together to continue offering academic English as a second language classes to international folks in our community, to refugees, asylees, folks that have TPS and humanitarian parole status. And so we're basically continuing the same level of academic instruction that we offered at Greenville Tech, but we are now offering it as a private school. And the majority of our classes meet at Judd Hub and Judson Mill. Lizette also teaches at Just Say Something. It's another of our community partners. And they host one of her classes. We also teach a citizenship and civics class for students who are preparing for their naturalization interview. And those are held at Greenville First Baptist. So we're sort of at this moment, we don't have a permanent brick and mortar location. I would call us more of a floating teaching and tutoring studio. And since we began in May of this year, we've grown from a founding membership of 12 students. We currently have 94 students on our roster. So we've grown a lot in a short period of time. We have been collecting data from the international community as well as the local community in West Greenville and Greenville County in general. And one of the most asked about services is folks want to learn Spanish. So we have learned that there aren't a lot of places in Greenville County for adults to take Spanish classes. There are a few, but we would like to, add our services. And so starting in November, we will also be offering adult Spanish classes at the beginner through intermediate levels. So just a few things about our enrollment process. We unlike some institutions in Greenville County, we offer a flat rate for our classes and our services. So people's status or their visa or their paperwork, I guess I'll say, that does not matter to us in terms of your enrollment or your pricing. We offer what we believe to be very affordable and very comparable rates with other providers in Greenville County. And one thing that sets us apart is that we have a very generous scholarship program, and that provides a reduced cost, or in some cases, a completely free tuition free experience for students who need some help financially with taking English or Spanish classes. So, if anybody has questions that I can answer or any further comments, I'm happy to discuss.
Thanks so much, Kay. Let me just check the chat for you. Let's see. Do we have any? No, don't have, does anyone have any questions? Please feel free to unmute yourselves. Okay, all right. I don't see anything. Here was, can you repeat the name? I see that in the chat.
Yes, hi, I'm Christiane Evans, and my organization is Upstate English for All. And I will happily put that in the chat with our website so you can check that out.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much, Kay. This is great information. Okay, Let's see. And next, we will hear from Jean Excellence, the Executive Director. DeAsia has some great information. DeAsia, welcome.
Thank you, Keisha, for inviting me. Um, yeah. Am I able to share my screen?
Yes, yes, you can share your screen.
Okay. Can everybody see that pretty well?
Yes.
All right. So, like Keisha said, my name is Deasia Dinladi, and I'm one of the founders of Gen Excellence. And basically, what we do at Gen Excellence is we help with middle school and high school students and young adults to help them find their dream career and learn life skills. So, these life skills are based on personal finance and mental health. So, basically learning positive coping strategies, especially when it comes to their career development. So last year, we served at least 140 students, approximately 140 students in our programs last year. So this is just a combination of our workshops and our career excellence program. So just to start off, I do have a little question for everybody to just start off before I really dive into our programs. But this is for all the adults. But what is one thing you wish you knew earlier in life that would have helped you as an adult? So a lot of people will say, when I ask this question to a lot of people, finances is probably the number one thing that comes up. What taking risk is also another thing that comes up, not being afraid to take risk, and a bunch of other things too. And especially with career, that also comes up too when I ask this questions to adults or more seasoned people. Um, so yeah. So why does it matter? Why does it matter that a student knows their career and these skills, these life skills, a little bit more early on? What difference does it make? You know, whether they learn it at 13, 15 years old, or if they learned it when they're 22 to 25. Not saying that either one is better, which one is better than the other. But it does make a little difference when a student knows what they want to do. If a student, for example, if they know exactly what they want to do by the time they're, get to ninth grade, well, they now have a purpose for going to school. So school is not somewhere that they go 7 to 8 hours a day to eat lunch and catch up with their friends. School is now somewhere where it's a stepping stone for the next step in life to getting their career. So now we have a sense of purpose. Knowing these life skills also can reduce stress and anxiety for when they graduate. When they get ready to get a credit cards, build their credit. They're no longer as stressed knowing these things that they should know about credit and things like that, especially with career. The fear factor is no longer there. But also, they also have a sense of ability to overcome any adversities. So just because they know these skills doesn't mean that adversities aren't going to happen, or yeah, just because they know these skills doesn't mean that, failure isn't going to happen, but it will build resilience, knowing these skills will help them overcome whatever obstacle they may face. So these are just some things that, to think about so they'll know what to do. So in our programs, as we veer into like career stuff, In our programs, most of our students want to be engineers, healthcare, and in the service industry. So this could be like the restaurant industry, and human services, basically, those kind of industries. 18% of our students want to go into the beauties and the arts. And we categorize arts as, digital design, and things like that, actual art, and also entertainment, like theater, sports, and things like that, at 18%. But we've also noticed that 28% of our students are still unsure of what they want to do. So our goal for this school year in particular is to get those students that are unsure of what they want to do, especially our 8th grade students, to steer them in the right direction of at least picking one career, maybe two, one career and a backup plan, for when they transition to high school. That way they're taking classes that they need to take that are suited for their career. So that's what we have. So we are going to go into the actual program. So one of our programs is the Career Excellence Program. And basically just with this program, it's 4-day workshops where students have the opportunity to understand. So they'll get an understanding of the healthcare industry, business, a career in arts, and the STEMs industry. And they'll get an understanding, and they'll be able to participate in these industry activities, basically to help them get a sense of what these industries do and what skills you'll need to be successful in these industries, what requirements it takes for you to be successful in these industries, such as healthcare. Usually with healthcare, you do have to go to school, whether it's trade school or going to a 4-year school. So we just kind of, make sure they leave with the understanding of these different industries. So that's one of our programs. Our next program is the Rising Workshop. So this is very school-based workshops. So we go in the schools to give these 45-minute to an hour workshops. And these workshops are more life skill based. So we talk about how to transition to high school. We talk about budgeting, savings, credit, how to choose the right career, which choosing the right career is usually, for our middle school, that's about 2 parts. And for our high school, that's 3-part session of how to choose the right career. So we're expected to work in these schools for this school year. So if your child goes to any of these schools, hopefully we'll get to see each other. But that's really up to the school of how many of what students actually participate in these workshops. But you see right here, this is Carolina. So we have done pretty much a good bit with Carolina. And we have also worked with Lakeview within the last year. So our next and last program, this is one of our fairly newest programs, and this is called Track to Excellence. So if you have a student that attends Carolina or Berea, this is a perfect program for them to join. But right now, currently, we're only working with Carolina, but Berea is able to use the website as well. So this is something that we have developed with OnTrack. And OnTrack has been a very big help in trying to get all the information needed for this program. So there's 2 parts to this program. So one part of the program is a website for students to use that are going to Carolina, that will be attending Carolina and Berea, to basically use to help them transition to high school and to help them get career and college ready. So for example, if you have a student that goes to Tanglewood, because that's Carolina's biggest feeder school, if you have a student that goes to Tanglewood and they know for sure that they're going to Carolina next year, then this is definitely a very good site that you guys can look into. And I have a QR code right here, and you can scan that, or you can type tracktoexcellence.org. And this basically streamlines all the information for Greenville County, Greenville County Schools, and Carolina High School all in one website, okay? So I kind of already went through that. But one thing that I do want to keep in mind as far as the individual graduation plans that students go through with their counselors each year, this is also a great tool for that because within the website, there are industry pages, career industry pages, and a college readiness page where students can see the resources that they need to stay college and career ready. But also that with the industry, with the career pages, we have the classes that Carolina offers. So that way students know which classes that they should attend in order to help them with their career of choice. So for example, we have a business page for careers. So we have, how do you start a business plan? What steps do you need for that? And then at the very bottom, we have the business classes that are offered at Carolina. So if your student is about to reach, if you know that they're having an IGP meeting coming up soon, then that is a resource that you could definitely use. Okay. But we also have a second part to the program. If your child already goes to Carolina and would like to be part of a program that would help them with their career development, marketing, digital design, maybe they're interested in photography or photo editing, of that nature, we do have a program for those students. This says 10th to 12th grade, but we've opened it up to ninth graders too. But yeah, so they have that. And this program is basically, they will be editing the website for us. Oh, am I going backwards? That's not what I wanted to do. Okay. Yes, they will be editing the program. They will be editing the website for us. So how that works is basically students will be set up into teams and they will pick a role. They will pick a role that they want to go into. So those are the teams. And down here in these four bigger boxes, those are the roles that they will be able to go into. Okay. And then also we provide internships for students that join the program really. Of course, these are paid internships because we plan on doing it through Greenville Chambers Launch Greenville. So yeah, that is that. So that it would be for the 11th grade and 12th grade students. And through this internship, they'll learn how to use Adobe Illustrator. They'll be able to get paid. This is something that they can put on their college applications, their resume. They can build a portfolio because how do I say it? Oh, the logo has to be redone. So these are just some things. But yeah, that is it. That is all of our programs. But like I said, my name is Deasia. You can follow us on Facebook to just get updates about each program. This is our website. And then if you have any questions, you can contact me with this email to the far left, right.
Okay,
And
thank
thank
you
you
so
all so
much.
much.
Thank you, Deasia. Okay, does anyone have any questions? Let's see, I'm checking the chat. And also, I put your website in there in the chat. Do you mind? Let's see, well, I can actually type it, your email as well. I'll type it in there as well. So do we have any questions for Miss Deasia? Please feel free to unmute yourselves. And I've just added her email as well. And also, I just want to remind everyone, please click the form in the chat to sign in on our sign-in sheet. It's very important that we get that information of our attendees, especially those that have students at On-Track Greenville Middle Schools. This is a way that we can capture that you have attended so we can get the gift cards for those middle schools out to the schools. And this usually will take up to 2 to 3 weeks to get them from On Track Greenville, who's our fabulous sponsor, and get those to the schools. Okay, and I do see a question. Is it done at the school or outside of the school, your program, Deasia?
I'm sorry, most of our programs are done inside the school, especially with the workshops. So that's done inside the school. We're kind of transitioning our career exportation workshops inside the schools because we've realized that transportation is definitely a problem for a lot of our students. So we are transitioning more into the school. So yeah.
Okay, all right, thank you. Okay.
Thank you. There we go. Stop sharing.
All right. Okay, I don't see any more questions. Thank you again so much, Deasia, for joining us. Great information. Love what you're doing. And let's see, we will move along to Girl Up. Miss Kim, welcome, Kim. With Girl Up will be joining us now.
Good morning. I'm going to share my screen.
Okay.
Well, maybe. Sorry, just one second. I don't know if it's going to let me share my screen. Oh, there we go. Good morning, everyone. Let me move all of my stuff over. I am Kim with Girl Up Greenville. We are a free life enrichment program that works with middle, high school, and some college girls here in Greenville County. Our whole goal is to help girls reach their full potential and know their worth and value and to live from that. So we do that through providing an after-school program that predominantly serves our middle school students. We pick up from Tanglewood Middle School and we pick up from League Academy, and that's Monday through Thursday. We meet at our location, which is it's closer to Tanglewood Middle School off of Whitehorse Road. And we do some sort of snack, activity, and homework. And then that ends at 6 o'clock. Dismissal is at 6 o'clock, Monday through Thursday. And then we have a weekly enrichment class for our high school students. We predominantly serve students from Berea High and Carolina High School. So they come to our location. They also do their homework, but then we do a variety of activities as well. And with those students who are on site with us, we do individual success planning. So we're meeting with the students to talk about their goals and make sure that we're creating opportunities for them to reach their goals. So that looks different for every student. A lot of our students do want to improve their grades, so we try to make sure that we're intentional about making sure they have the resources that they need, bringing in tutors or just providing support where they need. So that is during the week. We do have in-school groups at Berea Middle, Berea High School, Carolina High School, and League Academy actually as well. And that is done through our partnerships with communities in schools or the on-track team, meeting with getting the paperwork and that to the parents and back to us. So that is during the lunch period every other week at the school. And then we do have a summer program for our middle school students where it's Monday through Thursday, half day, all summer long. And then we have an internship program as well for our high school students. Here's a little bit more about like the schedule for middle school students. Like I said, we pick up directly from Tanglewood Middle School and League Academy. we are very fortunate to work with amazing girls. If you're interested in having your student be a part of our after school program, you can reach out to me directly. The students fill out a little application. I would send the link to you. And then we do reach out to the school to just get a reference letter from a teacher or school counselor. And then we would meet with the parent and the student to talk about our program and talk about the expectations and just make sure everyone's on the same page about that. So yeah, I'm happy to answer any questions.
Okay, thank you so much, Kim. Let me see. Does anyone have any questions? Please feel free to unmute yourselves. I'm actually checking the chat too.
I don't have any questions. I have a comment.
Okay, go for it.
I just want to let everybody know this is a wonderful program, and we love Kim, and we love Girls Up.
Thank you so much.
And this is Bea's mom. We miss you.
We miss you. I love you.
Love you
so
too.
Sweet.
That is awesome. Okay, do we have any other questions or comments? Or let me just check the chat. Don't be shy. Everyone is this is very welcoming. If you like to say anything, we're open to it. Okay, yeah, I don't see any. Well, let's see. Oh, someone's asking me about the gift card. So let me just clear. Okay. All right. So, okay. Do you have any other questions for Girl Up first? And then I'll get into the gift card information.
Yes, ma'am. I do have a question.
Okay.
As far as the Girls Up, how would I get my daughter a part of it?
Yeah. So if you want to reach out to me directly, and I'm happy, I can sorry, I need to exit out a little bit, but I can you can contact me directly and we can talk about what school they go to. I do see in the chat someone asking about Lakeview. We currently don't pick up from Lakeview. That doesn't mean that the student couldn't attend. We just wouldn't be able to provide the transportation. But I'll put our number in the chat and you can call and we can talk through it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. And also, y'all can also text me. I'm not you can text. That's fine too.
Okay. Let's see. So we got that in here. All right. I'm just checking to make sure. Okay. Yeah, we got that. Okay. All right. Does anyone else have any other questions or comments for Ms. Kim with Girl Up before we move on? Okay, well, thank you so much, Kim. Always great pleasure to see you and keep up the great work with your program. It's awesome. Okay, yeah, this is about the email. Okay, so let me explain about the gift cards. Infinite Possibilities. I'll kind of do a rundown of who we are in our collaboration and partnership with On Track Greenville. So Infinite Possibilities, I'm Keisha Stewart, the Executive Director. We provide services for students that are displaced or vulnerable to displacement. Some of the things that we can offer students and their families if they're facing eviction notice or disconnection notice is rental and utility assistance, new clothing, food, hygiene resources, and case management to students in need at the On Track Greenville schools. And those 5 schools are Lakeview Middle, Tanglewood Middle, Berea Middle, Carolina High, and Berea High. I do see we have a question about a physical card for the gift cards. The incentive, because On Track Greenville actually is our sponsor and powers these monthly virtual family learning meetings that we can provide economic resources to everyone and great opportunities in the community. They have an incentive for On Track Greenville middle schools, which are the Lakeview, Berea Middle, and Tanglewood, that parents or guardians that attend with students at those schools receive physical gift cards that are sent to the 3 schools each month. typically takes up to 2 to 3 weeks for them to get them ordered and to us to get to the schools. But that is the process on the gift cards. All people are welcome. Everyone's welcome to attend these meetings. We just have that gift card incentive for those 3 middle schools. So I hope that's clear. Does anyone have any questions before we move on to our last presenter?
I do.
Okay.
How do we go about, you said we had to sign on to get those gift cards. How do we go about signing on?
Well, there's a link in the chat, a Google form. It's the sign-in sheet, and you just hit that link and sign in on the form. And it just asks for your name, the student's name, and the school. We verify the information with the parent involvement coordinators at each of those 3 schools to see if the student is there, and then we get the gift card to them. Up to 2 to 3 weeks is kind of the turnover time.
Okay, sounds good.
Mm-hmm. Okay, do we have any other questions? Okay, well, last but not least, definitely we want to welcome Tavon Montz with Momentum Bike Club. Welcome, Tavon.
Good morning, Keisha. How you doing? How's
All right.
everybody doing? And it's great to see my teammate in arms doing amazing work in Greenville with Upstate, XCellence, and Girl Up Greenville. So just a pleasure, honor to be here with y'all this morning. So my name's Tavon, and I'm with Momentum Bike Clubs. So what we do, we are a school program, and we empower middle school and high school students through a comprehensive youth development program centered around cycling and group mentoring. So by combining physical activity with strong mentor relationships, we foster health and well-being and personal growth. So we've been around since 2010, and we've been blessed to transform the lives of about 2,500 kids to date. And each year, the numbers continue to grow with more students join cycling clubs at our schools and choosing to ride together for a brighter future and building their confidence and taking that confidence from our program and applying it to other goals they may have, where they may want to join a volleyball team or may want to do other things. We really try to champion our youth to build that confidence on a bike and then apply it to other parts of their lives that they choose to. So we're predominantly in Greenville County. Middle schools and high schools in Greenville County. Some of the sites we have is Berea High, Berea Middle, Lakeview, Legacy Elementary, which is a pilot site. We do have 4th and 5th graders at Legacy Elementary, Legacy Middle School, the Nicholtown Community Center, Northwest Middle School, and also Tanglewood. So within those sites, the individual clubs, the way it goes is they're held after school once a week at those sites and those community centers. Groups of 10 to 15 youth with about 4 to 5 mentors all ride together, after school. Bikes and gear are provided for free. We are a free after school program, so there's no charge to the parents. And youth participate on average about 3 years once they join our organization. So the site coordinator will lead every single ride. That would be your point person at every single bike club that we have. We have an individual who organizes and coordinates every single site. And the youth learn bike skills and just have fun exploring the world on 2 wheels. So we'll ride the Swamp Rabbit Trail. Some sites may ride the parking lot. Some sites may ride in their gym. Wherever we can put 2 wheels at, that's where we're going to ride. So our guiding principles, what we really lean on is having a growth mindset, not having a barrier to the things that you could possibly do. One thing that I'm very big on is not having to give yourself permission to be great, and also having high expectations for yourself, And last but not least, moving with integrity. We're very big about moving with integrity in our comings and goings. So a few of our demographics, our males is about 55% and our female is 45%. And let me tell you, our ladies be kicking our boys behind. They do amazing work within our organization. So we're very honored and proud to have our male to female ratio be pretty close to one another. And 85% of our youth are either Hispanic or African American. So again, for our youth, it's not that they need permission to be great or that they lack talent or gifts. A lot of times it's just resources. So we always want to pour into our youth and make sure that we're able to to elevate their talents and gifts, and just enjoy riding bikes with friends. So that's who we are in the chat. I'm sorry, I just shared our Spanish registration form as well as our English registration form. And on that registration form, you will see all of our sites that we are at. So if any of your youth are at those sites, please come and join us. And the only thing that's more fun than riding a bike is riding a bike with friends. So really appreciate you guys and your time and your energy. And again, thank you, Keisha, for this opportunity.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you. Let me see. Do we have any questions? Please feel free to unmute yourselves and I'll check the chat as well. Okay, don't see anything in the chat. Do we have any questions? Anyone have any questions, comments? Please unmute yourselves. It's totally fine. Okay, I don't see any. Well, thank you again, Tavon. It's always a pleasure to see you and amazing work as well. Basically, we've had everyone that's joined us, all our presenters. Thank you all. Hats off to all of you for the great work that you're doing in the community. It means a lot. Okay, do we have any questions, comments? Basically, we'll open up to everyone. Does anyone have anything they would like to state or announce or anything before we end our meeting for this month? Okay, all right. So I don't see anything in the chat. Well, just want to thank everyone again for joining us. Thank you, presenters, so much for the great information. Thank you, all attendees, for joining us as well. We will be having our next meeting October 15th. The topic will be food resources. We will hear from Live Well and others with a lot of food resources in the area. So definitely stay tuned. We'll definitely be in touch and send you our upcoming events as well. And have a great day, everyone. Take care. Bye.